Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 81 of my Let's Play War in the East. I am playing as the Soviets, and this is the grand campaign, the Soviets against the Germans, the full war between them. It doesn't have the West Front, but it does have all of the East Front, and I am playing as the Soviets, and it's August 6th, 1942. Things are going okay. They're not going great. They're not going bad. I'm not in a blue state of mind over the events. I think I have some opportunities here. I think I have some situations that might turn out to be bad for me, but I am not discouraged in the least. I do think that I have some pretty good opportunities here, especially with the bad weather coming up. I have a bunch of units pocketed here. They might be able to break out. They might be able to go further into the back areas, but I'm thinking that they're going to start running out of supplies sooner than later, obviously, or hopefully. I just want to make sure I help that along. And then we have a smaller breakout here. I've got a few units. I've got this unit that's almost cut off, or this stack of units, which kind of concerns me, but I think that I'm in pretty good situation right now for the coming winter. Up here, I have crossed the Volkhov River in force and am sitting in a pretty good stack of units, 2 hexes long or wide, or however you would call that, across the river. And I don't think that I'm going to be pushed back across the river at any point or any given time soon. That probably will never happen. And so I have this unit surrounded, the 6th Panzer Division. I have a couple other units sort of surrounded. I don't know that I'll be able to keep them surrounded, but I at least have them in a situation that I wouldn't like to be in, quite honestly. And one of them is well, I don't really know exactly where one of them is, to be quite honest. I just know, oh, this is it. This is a stack of units. They are surrounded. They will probably break out next turn. The 262nd Infantry Division and the 17th Infantry Division. They are both surrounded. And then down here, we have these 2 units surrounded. The 369th Croatian Infantry Regiment, although they have, I'm pretty sure they have German livery colors, the gray for Germany. And then we have the 13th Romanian Infantry Division, which is below that. And then out here, I am actually breaking out to some extent. I have crossed the Dniester River, and I have this stack of units that's opposing me. They are both Italian. One is an Italian corps. Oh, it's a headquarters. And one is an infantry division. And they're not very strong. And I almost have them surrounded. So I think I'm in pretty good position. I don't want to make too many out of our off the wall predictions. I don't want to do that, but I do have a pretty good feeling that they're going to lose some units here. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. I don't know if I will completely fail at that, but I do know that I'm going to definitely give it a try. I have positioned units around their areas. I have these 3 basically walling this guy off. I have these 2 units kind of over here, but I do have this very strong unit that I moved here by rail. I have these 4 units, 3 in a stack, kind of keeping this one walled off. He's kind of in a pocket of his own. I have this unit coming up. I have these 3 units down here, and I have especially the units kind of in between them and the front that have kind of closed off the bubble, so to speak. So that's it. I hope that it works. I don't have any more moves to make in this turn. This unit is in an unsupplied hex, or this stack of units. The 60th Motorized Division, the 131st Infantry Division, and the 8th Panzer Division. They are cut off, but as you can see, it's probably not for very long. For one, they can just completely, utterly destroy these 2 units and get back to their own lines, or this stack of units can move up, or this stack of units can move across and relieve them and give them, you know, a uninterrupted line to some supply at some point. So I don't expect to do too much with them. So there it is. I am ready for an AI turn to be processed. So let's get to it. Oh, wait a minute. One thing I want to, I always say one thing, but one thing I want to do is check the forecast. So it's going to be clear again. So just something to think about. At some point, it's not going to be clear. It's going to be mud. And at that point, they might be in a world of hurt. And that's probably going to happen sometime in September, maybe beginning of October. But regardless, it is coming. Winter is coming, yes. Oh, they did attack that guy, but he held. Great. He's not gonna... No, I didn't think they would hold. Shit. But they moved a unit in there that has no movement points, so... Look, they dropped some supply to these units. But that's about the only one I saw supply drop to. You gotta hold. Yes. Shoot. Yeah, they moved. They retreated. What the hell? Good. Some more holes. So as you can see, shit. He was just softening them up for that group of guys. See, that was one of the ones that I had kind of pocketed. Shoot. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Come on, guys, hold. Yeah, he was just softening them up for the big attack. Jeez. 300 men. Come on. Come on. Jeez Louise. I can understand when they outnumber me, but when I outnumber them, I find that very suspect. A lot of routes. And a lot of retreats. Where's my interdiction? In a way, it's kind of cool that they go first, because then I get the last turn before, and I know that if bad weather's coming up, I know what I can, that kind of gives me a little bit of an advantage, I think. In a way, it gives them an advantage, but in a way, it gives me an advantage if you kind of look at it from my point of view. Because I can do some crazy things if I know bad weather's coming. Not too crazy, though. See, they haven't been able to break this guy out, although it looks like they might be coming to try. A lot of marching sounds. And here comes my interdiction. Good. I think that slows them down, which I am much grateful for because I think it helps to slow them down a little bit. God, they got a whole lot of admin points. I think one of the first things that I will do on each turn from now until bad weather is actually look at the forecast, because that is something that is very important, and it will definitely impact what I'm planning on doing. See, they had to use up a lot of movement points to get some units over there. So see, it's not all roses for them, I don't think. They are definitely having to use up movement points and getting interdicted and all sorts of other things just to get to their units to the point to even just one chance at saving or helping their other units. So I think that's helping. I think these units are in big trouble, to be quite honest. This is becoming a very maneuver-oriented battle or war because of all the holes and things and all the breakthroughs, but they don't have the strength to make the breakthrough too wide. And I'm ending up having to maneuver, and they're ending up having to maneuver instead of just your usual hex war where one line attacks another line and pushes them back, and then the other line tries to do the same. This has become a very interesting war to me and a very interesting scenario. I just want it to be interesting in the sense that I win. Well, I mean, who doesn't want to win? But like I said, this is a learning game. This is a learning playthrough. I will definitely be much more equipped to win next time that I play. And all their breakthroughs at this point, I just don't see it helping them that much with the bad weather coming on. And really, at 1943 is when the Russian army really comes into its own. And at that point, as you can see, I've already had a good amount of success in a time period that I'm really not supposed to be doing all that well. I was told that 1942 was, the second year of the Germans basically being able to do what they want. And I think in 43, it's going to be 43 will probably be the most interesting year of them all. Even 44 and 45 included, because 43 will be when I'm either stronger than them somewhat, or we're almost even, as opposed to them being much stronger than me for 41 and 42. Now, because I'll have more units and more men and everything else, that might mean that I still steamroll them. Or it might mean that I'm not experienced enough to steamroll them at all, and I just gradually push them back. I'm hoping I steamroll them. I don't really want this to go 232 turns with us slugging it out every single turn like this, because this has already been going on a couple of months, I think, and at the rate I'm going, I'm probably not going to finish. If I do 232 turns, it's probably going to take about, 8 months, 10 months, maybe a year to finish. And I'm not necessarily sure I'll have the time to finish it if it takes that long. In the sense, I'll still finish it, but if it takes that long, I'll end up probably slowing down even further and doing videos in even less frequency. So, as you can see, well, you really can't see too much, but this, I think this unit's one of theirs, so as a matter of fact, I almost know it is, so. Oh, I know you're not going to say, oh, good. I was about to say, I know you're not going to say he just shoved me out of the way. See, they're bringing some units in now by rail, but they got here not in time to really do anything. This unit's pretty strong, but not really strong enough to stop me. Shoot. Well, at least they routed. Those were those units that I thought would get really shoved out, might even surrender. They're the ones that created that big pocket that I was so excited about that completely fell apart last turn. Please hold. Damn. 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 Stop them, guys. Now that should hold. Oh. Piss in a bucket. Now that should hold. Yeah. There you go. What is this unit down here? I really do think they're going to be in trouble when the bad weather hits. I know I said that about 100 times, but I really do believe that. I really think that a lot of their units are going to have a lot of trouble getting supply in those breakout areas. And now it's my turn. Good deal. Turn 61. End of logistics. They're getting close to that 2 million mark, but I'm over 5 million. Not really too thrilled about that. Next turn, weather will be clear, but it's coming. So let's see. So this pocket didn't really get... They opened the pocket back up. But we're going to close it. Back up. I ain't believing that. I'm not believing that. Trying to have this guy completely surrounded. I don't know that it's necessarily going to work, but yep, 2nd Panzer Division has been routed. Not as good as a surrender, but still not bad. He's on a train. We'll move him up. Yeah, we can't really do too much. Where he is. Let's see if we can't get another route here. Damn. I was hoping I would get a route. Alright, well, let's see. What else do we have going on? Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm not talking too much. I got so many things that I'm looking at that I want to do, and most of them are working, which is nice. Yeah, I knew he was going to hold. But it looks like down here in the far south, I'm finally starting to get those breakthroughs that I've been looking for. So who knows? Who knows? I might start really getting some real good movement down in the south, which I'm really enjoying. I mean, they're not all powerful. It's almost like in the Rocky movies. Well, Rocky, what was it? Rocky 4. He's human. He's not a machine. Yeah, the Germans are humans and not machines, so I am finally starting to have some success. I don't really like the fact that that unit's way back there. So there you go. That kind of gives me a little bit of a buffer right there to keep him from doing too much. Let's move him. Damn. I don't like that guy sitting right there. And these guys sitting right here. And these headquarters sitting right there. So let's move them back. Let's move him in front. What can I do with these units? One of them is a brigade. This is really a muddled mess over here. Why not? That's all right. Well, I'm gonna have to call it here pretty soon. Did I already attack this guy? Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure. Got those two guys surrounded, so I'm hoping that means that we will be able to do something to them. I really got to get my command area issues fixed, because I got too many people outside the range of their headquarters. This would better be a rout. Was not a route. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those. That's it. That's it. That is definitely what I want. Well, I'm going to think about that on my next episode, to be honest with you. This episode is just about finished. Let's do artillery. See if we can't get that artillery. It's not going to participate. Yes! The 6th Panzer Division has surrendered. Nice. Very much so. That is exactly what I was hoping for. So, thank you very much for watching. As you can see, I think it has been very productive. We got a couple of surrenders and we got a couple of routes. So, I will see you next time. Thank you very much.